Hello, and welcome to episode number 29 of Slumbering Dragonometry 2, Scholar of the Hyperbolic Sign. I'm your host, Niko, they, them, and I am joined as always by Peregrine, they, them.
Well, that's a tangent.
Is it a
We
sign?
also it is. We also have Mo, he, him.
Hi. I think there was a math joke that just happened, but who could say?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone else wrote that joke for me.
I'll co-sign it.
And finally, we've got Sparkletone, they, them.
Hello. I have the platinum trophy for this game now. It is very strange to be looking at it
That's
in
not
a
math
Discord
joke.
window and not, It's like, this is not... Well... I was gonna say this is not my beautiful wife, but my character is not anybody's wife, because you can't get married in this game.
Would you say your character is derivative?
I do not like that joke anymore. That series of jokes anymore.
Did you like it in the first place?
Good question. Who can say?
I can't.
Off to a rolling start tonight.
Hi, my name's Taylor, and this is a series.
I kind of regret my episode title choice.
My wife
I've
fell
enabled
down the cliffs
Peregrine.
of Majula.
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna make a joke about that, and then I thought
Well,
it
you were
was
too slow.
I didn't want to be that hyperbolic.
All I'm gonna point out is that we learned some episodes ago that the villain of this game is a wife, and the place where we fight her does have a bottomless pit in it. So
That's good. That's where all final boss fight should be fought.
All the best wives are villains. All the best villains are wives. Makes you think.
Well, anyway, let's get going. Instead of just cracking math jokes for 2 hours. I mean, we can do both, but like,
Can we?
I'm just gonna point out the name of the dragon that we have to go fight is it's
Wife City.
Sin, but with an H. So
yes,
it could be
that
sign.
That
with
is
an
the
H.
joke.
Sin City.
I mean, it's technically pronounced cinch.
Sin Cave.
How the cinch
All right.
still...
So, let's see. So last time, I didn't really have a cohesive strategy, and I don't really remember what I was doing other than failing. So why don't I give it a couple of warm-up tries and see if I can kind of remember what the deal was for this fight.
Appropriately, that's how I felt about all of my math classes.
Yeah, it had been like a good 8 or 9 months since I had done this fight, until a couple days ago. So now I am much more fresh on how I prefer to do this one.
So yeah, I remember. Nope. I remember managing to get a decent attempt where I got cinched down to about half health, but like I was trying to use a shield at one point, and that wasn't really working out because I was just taking too much stamina damage. So
Yeah,
I seem to have the
it
dodge
turns-
roll timing pretty well tonight, though, just for my first attempt.
Yeah, it turns out a bunch of the attacks, like there's, I think, 1 or 2 that you can successfully block, but most of them are just kind of too strong.
Wow, that was really. So I had a sliver of health, but the toxic just finished me.
Yeah, I'm surprised it let you stand up.
Yeah, I guess the toxic doesn't take effect when you're on the ground. It's interesting.
Looks like someone got sick rolled.
No one is
yeah.
going to have any context for that.
Toxic rolled.
Keep going. Tweet through it.
Toxic Astley. Toxic.
Peregrine, leave the
that's
jokes to
good.
me.
I like Toxic Astley. because I'm the contemporary memer, I rickrolled everyone else earlier tonight. It was a good joke.
Yeah, it was a good joke like 15 years ago.
You know what
Is
they
the
always say,
thing.
comedy is timeless.
It really isn't, though.
That's the saying.
Just like all popular comedians, most best material happened 15 years ago.
That's it. That's definitely not true.
All right, not so good on the dodge roll in this attempt. Nope.
Wow. I'm no mathematician, but I think the physics on that one didn't quite.
Well, it works, according to the rules of the game. The problem is that Sin is very long.
Long
And
drag.
so our iframes got us through like the head and neck, and then we got hit by the tail.
You got hit by the neck and back.
This is a family show, and I refuse to finish that joke.
This is really this is a family show in some ways, but it's so good. But I respect that.
I keep forgetting to not spellcast when Sin's in the air.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Not gonna connect with those.
get much done there.
Yeah, your spells are ground type.
So speaking of Pokemon, I have a question. There was a Pokemon thing tonight, wasn't there?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh wait, really? Oh,
Yeah,
is there a Sword and Shield Direct?
No, it was the
No,
Pokemon
it's-
Company, not Nintendo. They didn't really, as far as I know, talk too much about the new Switch games. It was mostly about new mobile titles.
Oh, gross. All right. Well,
One of which is
Yeah, go to push. I'm interested.
one of which is a new game by the Magikarp Jump people. That's going to
I'm
be
back on
like a idle game that you play it by. It's like an alarm clock thing, and you play it by sleeping.
Wait. Real quick.
Yeah, this is
When you
why
say
there
idle
were.
game, do you mean like the good kind of idle, or
You know
Not
what?
a-
You know
Not
what
a-
they mean.
My understanding is that it is not a clicker. It is that the interaction, or the most important interaction in the game is that it tracks your sleep habits using your phone's biometric stuff.
so there's no rhythm game and you're not collecting members of the music, right?
No.
No.
This isn't. It's not Josie and the Pikachus.
Yeah, I've already played one idler game for the last weekend, and that one was really good. So I think I'm set for a little while.
I'm mostly enjoying it because it's called Pokemon Sleep, but of course the jokes everybody started immediately making were Pokemon Nap, with a lot of edits of the Pokemon Snap logo.
I thought all the jokes that everyone was making was you ever see a Pokemon announcement so bad you immediately sleep, which is also
Yes, it was called Pokemon Go.
Well, they announced some new stuff for that too, so
Weird.
Pokemon Go.
please enjoy.
Uh-oh.
You're alright.
Yeah, there was
that
another
place
toxic
kind of
cloud
by the front leg, but a little behind, is a pretty good place to stand.
Yeah, I realized a thing that I had wanted to do last time, which was not that. It was actually running toward Cinch when they were about to do their dive bomb attack. So that way they would fly mostly over me and my dodge roll would actually work.
Yep.
So that's worked at least once this attempt. So
Yeah,
now that I
that's-
remember to
that's-
do that.
That's working out alright. The other thing is that if he just lands kind of straight down like that, you kind of want to staying close, because if you can stay kind of a little, like kind of around his midsection. If you can stay kind of around his midsection, his swipes will miss, and you can like run past behind him if he does the get up on hind legs and breathe straight down attack.
Incidentally, that's my favorite way to attack.
But yeah, the most success I've had with this, at least as far as, I think if I had been playing a spellcaster, I would have done it the same way and just shot at him from like point blank range instead of hitting, if that was doing more damage. But kind of getting in close and sticking by his ribs.
Ooh. Yep, that worked. Okay. There's a lot of toxic over there. Just gonna stand back.
Their scimitar's not doing too great either, but I would still.
I'm just kind of like choosing either attack based on range. Like if I'm not in a good place to melee, then I'm casting a spell.
That works.
Oops. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yeah, you gotta.
That should have hit the wing.
This is. It does feel like being a spellcaster, I should be able to hit Cinch when they're in the air, but unfortunately, not so much.
Well, the thing you have to know about move live is that it takes 2 turns. Unless you cast it thunder, you're not going to be able to hit.
Were there any deaths while I was gone? I'm doing a death exercise tonight too. I decided I'm
Oh
joining
no,
that.
I don't
party.
think so.
Okay,
It's
cool.
been a pretty long attempt so far. Oops.
Okay, cool.
A long attempt for a long dragon.
I didn't get to go for a run today, so I'm doing squats.
Oh, squatty potty.
No, that's not. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Did we put a repair powder on our bar?
Didn't we swap out the repair spell? I think it's the next one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We did the spell. I forgot.
Have no fear. It's time to repair.
Let's do it again.
That's-
Don't eat me. Okay.
The character I was doing trophy stuff with was using rapiers, which are a little bit absurd in this game, it turns out, but also are not like the sturdiest of weapons. So I ended up needing to repair a couple times during this fight.
Yeah, I started getting a lot better at recognizing the tell for the dive bomb attack. So, feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, like even if this attempt doesn't work out for whatever reason,
think
the
I
fact
have
that
this.
we've been like surviving for so long has me feeling very confident in our ability to get this.
I definitely did this fight just like summoning the NPCs. It's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a Monster Hunter
Oh!
It's just absurd how much
That was a
shield.
new attack. I hadn't seen that one yet.
It's just absurd how much a shield helps this fight.
We tried that last time, and it didn't do shit.
Oh, I had a thing that I wanted to say as I do some squats.
fight. There is a shield that can help with this fight, but it's a great shield that we would need like
Yeah.
20
40
something
strength.
strength to.
Well, that just runs
you
right
can-
along what I was going to suggest.
You can. There's one of the great shields you can upgrade enough that it just eats all the toxic damage.
That's a weird. That's a weird oxymoron of a name, huh? Great shield.
God.
Hey, the grass crest shield is great. it gives you your stamina back faster.
Or like
so here's my suggestion. We're nearing the end of the game. It's now or never. It's time to eat a soul vessel.
Oh, are we gonna go strength build? Yeah. Hit the dragon with a tooth.
I think it's that time.
It's 2:30.
It's gosh. Driving the tooth
Pun made
train.
me forget how to play.
Please don't die again this quickly.
Well, now that I know you're both doing it, I have more incentive to die a lot. So.
It's time
So
to
you
give
should do a
this dragon
respec and learn how
food.
to do a whole different playstyle right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Get that tooth going.
I think I did float at one point the idea of respecking for each of the deal, like do the base. All of the base game is one thing, which we have more or less done, and then experimenting more while we do the DLC. But it's up to Niko at the end of the day.
We'll see. I mean, I'm liking my current build and I'm used to it. My thought was that I'm probably not going to do a playthrough like series of Dark Souls 3, but my thought was to do the big fuck off heavy weapon for 3. Because like I've kind of approached these games with different play styles for each of them. I played one as the sword and board style, and I'm playing this game mostly as a caster. So
I will say I cannot vouch enough for like the great swords in PS3.
I was about to say the same thing.
And they are so
The dual wielding, the way it works in this game is a bit different than the others, and the power stancing stuff is really fun and kind of unique to this one. But I think PS3, like the great swords really.
Oh, come on. I was in there.
Camera.
Yep, we're right up the dragon's butt right now.
That's the strategy. Always huck your butt.
Ooh. Why did what? What were you gonna say? Why didn't you heal?
I mean, if you had gone for the heal and
I would have
Sinh
been
had
dead.
done the not the fire blast but the fireball, that would have hit you. So you kind of took a gamble. I'm not sure
Yeah.
rolling through the charge works. I think it works on the fire blast.
Yeah, Fire Blast only has a 95% chance to hit. Yeah, I actually don't know if that's true or not. I do remember that Fire Blast just puts a big ol' character for. Oh wait, that's not fire. That's big. Oh.
Yes, dragon big.
No, I'm realizing that I always thought the character that the Pokemon move Fire Blast displays on the screen is fire. That would make sense, but no, it's just big. It's just the character from Big. Which I guess makes sense because like the Japanese name of the attack is just Daimonji. Oh, it's because it's a thing. Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
Yep.
I got stepped on. Oh, I got stepped on again.
Still good.
Wow.
Still good.
I'm gonna just drink right here. It's fine. Nope, it wasn't fine.
All right. Anyway, here is some deep cut Pokemon lore about the move Fire Blast while I do some push-ups.
And I do some squats. I think I may have made the classic Peregrine mistake, is making my set count a little high.
You saw how quickly I died to this fight last time, right? I had a lot of like sub 30-second attempts. I at least seem to have a bit more of the hang of it this time, but
I'm just doing 12 squats for each, like 12 body weight squats for each. I should be able to do like 200 of those over the course of 2 hours if I really set my mind
oh,
to
the
it.
camera. Oh, it's so bad. All right, don't land on me. Don't land on me. Okay.
You, if you think the camera's sort of giving you a bit of trouble, the rapier moveset, whether you have one of them or two, is really directional in a way that our curved sword is not. Like, and your character will occasionally sort of get turned around, and you have to know that they are facing the wrong direction and either reorient them yourself or let the lock-on do it for you by letting off the stick. So there were some failed attempts at this fight just because I sort of got nudged by one of Sin's legs and my character turned like 45 degrees the wrong way and my swords weren't pointed at him, and it's very, very dumb.
Wait, so are we gonna go eat that soul vessel or not?
Didn't
What do you
decide
think a
yet.
soul? What do you think a soul vessel tastes like? I think it tastes like dried shrimp.
I don't think you eat them though. You give them
eat
to the old
everything
ladies
in this game. That's the
You
way
give
Dark
them,
Souls
you
works.
give them to the old ladies. Maybe
They eat
make,
them.
Maybe.
So
Maybe it tastes like woodier fungus.
I was thinking vinegar.
like black,
tastes like-
woodier mushrooms. This is the same thing.
Yeah.
As, yeah.
Woodier fungus.
I can. But I feel like it's got a woodier fungus with the texture of dried shrimp. How about that?
What? Woodier fungus is basically just a texture. It's kind of like how bamboo is like more a texture than a flavor, you know?
Yeah. I can't even make it. You're right. It's annoying. Like that. Doesn't feel proper.
Victory!
I went to a really good Chinese place the other night. The number 14 Szechuan restaurant in America is ranked by some ranking of all the Szechuan restaurants in America. And I had some woodier fungus, which is why that.
Did
made
you
me
get
think of that.
some peppercorn experience?
Yeah, we had what do we have? We had beef with scallions that had like it was like so it wasn't too spicy. It was like very scallion and sesame oil and ginger, but they had like the light the light peppercorn touch. So it was like ooh, and then we had some stuff where it was like we know why you're here. The peppers.
Oh, that's so perfect.
We had some
That's
some green beans, some blistered green beans that were incredible, some bitter melon, which bitter melon's really interesting because it tastes very different when it's hot and cold.
Is that a tribute band?
bitter melon is separate from winter melon, right?
I am not. This wasn't the most communicative menu on the planet, so I'm honestly not sure whether it's a name difference or whether they're two different things.
I will do some research.
Oops.
It was good because I think I saw.
I don't
you
know.
Got lucky there.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are different.
Oh!
Cool. And then we also had some mung bean noodles, which I'd never had before. Those, have you had those? Anybody? Like the big old boys?
I don't know. Just I'm concentrating.
No, you're doing great. Like
Niko's got a
you
big
keep
old
going.
boy right here.
Let me try and find them. Yeah, they're like these thick boys. Hold on. They're awesome. But they're like a noodle, but they're an awesome noodle. But you know.
Oh fuck!
I think I really like a thin mung bean noodle, like a good cellophane noodle is
Okay.
like a thin one. I really enjoy.
No, I didn't want to press that. Fuck! I squeezed my controller accidentally and then just started casting a spell for no reason. Oh, okay. I got this.
yeah, that was it. You just had a.
I think I only really
accident
got
at the
hit twice there
Um,
until I panic squeezed my left bumper.
end. Yeah, like if you stay in close, you are in a good place. If he just lands straight down instead of charging or flying at you, and if you stay kind of not like kind of around, like I was saying, kind of around his rib cage or just past his front legs, he won't swipe, and you have the timing down on.
Yeah, and I'm just being
Dodging.
better about like not taking unnecessary risks.
Yep.
Sometimes taking unnecessary risks is how we move forward. This is what I have learned from watching Black Clover for a whole week.
What's that?
That's that bad anime I talked about last episode.
Oh yeah.
I am almost 80 episodes in.
So you're a
Jesus.
third of the way in.
Fortunately, I think it's close to being caught up. Yeah, I don't know that I've really done a whole lot else with my free time. Did some gardening.
It's good. I also did some gardening.
Nice.
Oh no, I did that before we recorded last. Never mind. I didn't do any gardening.
Oh.
But the tomatoes are looking good.
Ooh, tomatoes. You should send some pics of that soon.
Once they level up a couple more runs.
Bite.
Thank you, hitboxes.
Yep.
Once they level up to tomatoes.
Oh, speaking of which, can I read you all an excerpt from an article that I read today?
No.
That's the wrong answer, because I'm gonna do it anyway.
This
So
better not be.
Let the record show. I tried.
this better not be what, Alex?
Please do not. There's so many good dragons in this game. Please do not bring the bad dragon show into our show.
That's
What dragon
definitely
show?
not appropriate for the.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do the thing I mentioned earlier.
No, that's
Okay,
I
good.
never. Okay.
I'm not. That's
Oh.
not. Okay, because to do these spots, I'm not gonna live narrate. For the record, what Alex is referring to is me live narrating 22 times Lady Olenna in Game of Thrones did really good shade. I'm not gonna narrate that video because I have a conscience, unlike the writers of Game of Thrones.
For the record, my objection there was to you having a conscience. The status of my opinions on the writers of that show, or the lead writers at least.
Yeah, lead writers. I want to be clear
Pretty
as well.
well.
Gosh, I'm starting to break a sweat. This sucks.
I should just put on My World from Sonic in the background here.
The thing is, I wouldn't get the reference.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, so here we go. So the article is an article on Kotaku today that I really enjoyed reading by Lee Yancey, titled "If You're Playing EVE Online, You Basically Already Have an MBA." This is a player who started his own company. I just want to read a couple excerpts. It's actually a pretty uplifting story about gaming addiction and refocusing energy towards like positive stuff. However, there are some choice quotes. Choice quote number 1. Pretty soon Ricci found himself completely caught up in the game, to the detriment of his other responsibilities. He recalled, "It was 2 weeks before Christmas, and I was celebrating my first Christmas holiday at my parents' home with my wife, and was running up and down the house into my bedroom checking my laptop out of panic. My wife, wondering what was going on, checked in on me, only to find me on my computer and question me. I distinctly responded to her, 'Babe, I am AFK mining in a best tower. I need to be careful of gankers.' Needless to say, she stormed off in an epic rage. It was a true doomsday attack right into the hull." Just gonna let that one sit with you.
Heated gaming moment.
Yep. So then you get the turn in the article, which is Ricci asks himself, what's the difference between a fake ship, or digital ammo, or any other EVE item, and a real pair of headphones? The more he thought about it, the more he realized that there wasn't one, not in any way that mattered to him. He came to the realization that he was already doing a lot of the tasks required to run a business, only he was doing it for fun in his spare time for free. Which leads to my second favorite quote from this article, which is, "In the real world, every single day is PvP."
Damn.
And then I wanted to share one more thing, which is the first comment, which is gold, which is, "This article inspired so much that I dropped everything, moved to Europe, and became a truck driver."
I feel like I don't think this has happened much on this show, but anytime you bring up EVE Online, I will end up suggesting everybody who hasn't read a book called Empires of Eve by
Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah.
a guy named Andrew Groen, Groen. That book is all of the ridiculous, like, spy war nonsense for the first, like, I think 10 or 12 years of Eve's existence, told in a hyper-readable way. He did a lot of reporting for it, so it is not just like any one particular faction or person's story. He tried to get, as much of the verifiable proof of how things happened as one can. It's also kickstarted basically a sequel to it. Is working on that now. I think it's supposed to be out next year. I am ridiculously excited for that.
Yeah, and if you want to get a taste of the book and maybe aren't in a position to buy a book blind, or buy a book not blind, sorry, without it's really hard to replace that word out of your
without
vocabulary.
Getting a sense of what the writing is like, or what his storytelling is like.
He does have a podcast that I think is on hiatus or defunct right now, but told a couple really good stories that he goes deeper into in the book, and it's super entertaining.
Yeah, I think he stopped doing the podcast just because kind of ramping up, starting to put together the Kickstarter and everything for the new one.
That totally makes sense, because the podcast production values are pretty high. Like there were interviews and like
like he plays excerpts of the interviews he did for the first book.
I mean, there's editing is what I meant to say.
Yeah,
like
I guess the way I would put it is there's definitely an audiobook version of Empires of Eve, but the podcast serves as kind of broken out excerpts of it, that sort of stand on their own in a really good way. So that's definitely a good way to kind of sample the thing he did with that book and is hopefully doing with the new one.
So in the collected universe, is the parasite Eve just capitalism?
That is a completely different thing, and I don't believe involves anybody mining in space and getting into wars.
Huh.
I've got well, I'm gonna keep it. I'll type it in the chat. Joke made in chat. Sorry, y'all.
Ah, the tail got me.
Subscribe to our non-existent Patreon and you can see that joke.
Yes, subscribe to the Patreon and you can see our in-game chat, which is
Exclusive.
Peregrine's like deep Pokemon cuts, Mo's cursed food images, and a bunch of rule violations that will all get us banned from Discord.
And also scheduling, planning, and other minutia.
But that's,
I mean, we basically have an MBA here at Niko.
Yep. I played EverQuest, which means I'm basically I was a druid, so I'm basically an Arc Ranger. You know how it is.
Farming mats. We know how much you like to farm. You don't have to lie about it.
There actually was not much farm. There was farming, but it was a different type of farming in EverQuest. There was a lot of farming, but it was farming of a different type.
I'm only interested in IRL farming.
Not my favorite type of farming in good old EU, but there's also a game,
Oh,
20
I
years
found a
ago or
new type of
whatever.
aphid in my garden today. Speaking of farming, these ones are really big. But the good news is they're also skipping leg day because they're super easy to knock off the plants.
That's good, I guess, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like GMO aphids in that they're all like size, not substance. But I also think they're not getting parasitized by the wasps. So I'm a little lost here. Not gonna lie, I'm like not sure what I should be doing. But
Yeah,
time will tell.
I think you need scorpions.
Ooh, right into the claw there.
What do I need, Mo? I missed that.
Scorpions.
Oh, scorpions.
I think that's gonna help you.
Would a scorpion eat an aphid? I don't actually know.
No, but they would make your peppers spicier because the venom.
There is a scorpion pepper. This is a
No, but
an actual
scorpion stings your jalapeno. Then you've got an S rank jalapeno.
That's not.
Is that's how that works, right?
Mo, you know that like real farming doesn't work like game farming, right?
Who's the person who just planted tomatoes?
I'm just saying, if a scorpion stings your tomato, the tomato's not going to be spicy.
It probably won't. It probably will be spicy. How do you know?
Well, I have a couple of intuitions about. Actually, you know
I
what?
thought you were gonna say a couple of degrees.
Last time, on the last episode of Niko Souls, in the Patreon exclusive content, I did link to Centipede Venom, which, for those at home, contains something called Spooky Toxin.
Mulder's there? I probably made that joke last time.
Scorpion Venom. Let's see if it has a fun name. Here's a Business Insider. Speaking of EVE Online MBA time, one of the first Google links is a Business Insider article saying Scorpion Venom is the most expensive liquid in the world. And I'm going to say I disagree because the most expensive liquid in the world is liquid snake.
I don't think we ever get a sense of how much Les Enfants Terribles cost them to do.
Probably more than $39 million per gallon.
You have to adjust for inflation as well because it was the 70s.
Yeah. Scorpion venom costs way more than it used to. Oh my god, this is the most Business Insider's bullet point at the top of this article. The first bullet point. Scorpion venom is not only dangerous, it can also make you quite a bit of money. See, Niko, the problem you're having with this Sin fight is that you're thinking about it all wrong. Consider, as bad as that toxic breath is, it could be making you so much money.
True.
Oh, you'd have to milk one scorpion 2.64 million times to fill a gallon.
Listen, this is 2.6 million times. What is this, Monster Hunter World?
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, it's looking pretty Monster Hunter-y from my POV for the last
No, definitely.
20
But I'm
minutes
just,
or however long.
You know, having to do something 2.6 million times. You know, I see you, Anjanath.
I don't understand. Oh, I have a name for the toxin. Caliotoxin.
But why do they need to
Orotoxin.
put toxin in the name of the toxin? Isn't that like
Wait,
people who
this
say
is-
ATM machine?
Well, it's not
like-
caliotoxin toxin. It's
Good fucking job. That was
Good.
very
Oh.
good.
Yeah, good fight.
That
it's
was
always
that was
when
a
I'm
rush.
reading about something new that the boss. I've learned something tonight, which is that the moment I'm not paying attention is the moment Niko wins.
Go pick up that crown.
Go
This red thing?
Go prepay
Oh, yeah.
some push-ups.
There's another item to pick up too at the other end of the arena.
Yeah, let me find the video for it. Hold on.
Hey, quick
All right,
crowning
let's,
around.
A faint heat lingers in the ancient crown. Let's read an item description, shall we? Peregrine, you want to take the lead on this one?
Like the faint heat
It's a hat.
left on a seat after someone else's butt has been in
It's
it.
a what? Oh, it's
It's
a
a
it's
hat.
an armor piece. Okay.
Yeah, we
Allow
should read
me
the
to
soul
read the description.
yeah, we'll
of
do that.
this warm ass
It'll be
crown.
down at the bottom. It'll be real clear. We only
Oh, here we
have
go.
one
Crown of the Sunken King. Peregrine, ready?
I'm ready. Crown of the sunken king who once ruled this land.
Well, that's enough for that. All right.
Peregrine and Alex, check this video out. Please. It's a good one.
Okay. Are we
read the
good
soul-
here?
We
Should
read
we?
the soul description as
well-
well. We are done with this DLC. We
All right. We did
never
it.
have to come back
my,
here unless we want to.
My prediction last week that I was going to finish this week was not, in fact, a lie. Let's go ahead to Majula and then we'll take a look at those items.
My partner's family has a saying. It's like, you know, when you were gonna say something and then you forgot what you were gonna say. That ever happened to you? Universal experience?
Never.
Anyone? No? Okay. Well, they always say, when you forget what you were gonna say, they always say, it must have been a lie. Which is like one of the, like, it's something I think about a lot.
That's ominous.
Right? It's so...
Sounds like someone's never seen Liar Liar starring Jim Carrey.
So
but they have seen
the,
Yes Man.
Crown of the Sunken King. The king erected the eternal sanctum below the earth to worship the great dragon. But the towering bulwark crumbled with the city shortly after the dragon's awakening. But these were the events of long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. So this is not King Vendrick. This is a different, older king.
No, yeah, he oh, how to put this? The crowns we are after are not Vendrick's. They are from, like, kind of
Oh, this is the crown of
Before
Jim
Dragon
Carrey in
Lake's
Eternal
time,
Sanctum.
I guess I would say, is how I would put it.
Okay. And as for the soul,
Yeah. That should be all the way down at the bottom.
nope, not quite. This
Like end of the
row,
end of the soul list, I mean.
soul of Alana.
So is the faint warmth that like the seat leaves behind after someone else's butt has been in it? Is that like the soul still burns from Soul Calibur?
That sounds about right.
Okay.
Sorry, I think you're thinking of the soul still bums. It's a common typo because the R and the N kind of get really, it looks like they're separate letters, but actually
I
they're-
too
Please read
know
the
of
soul.
kerning.
Free us from this and read the soul description.
Soul of Sin, the slumbering dragon. Soul of Sin, the dragon, who sleeps in the lowermost depths of this land. The king erected a magnificent city, and then the dragon slept soundly, until Sir Jorg disturbed it with a single great strike, and the dragon could bear its store of poison no longer. The reign of death toppled the city, but restored the dragon's purity. The wondrous soul of this dragon can be used to create something great worth. Okay.
So the bubble burst on Sin's scorpion toxin business model, and it ruined an entire city. But Sin released their memoir years later about how they've discovered the restorative power of letting go.
Yep.
Gosh, now I'm thinking, what self-help book does Sin write?
Sin
God,
it to
I
win
did
it.
not expect to be Googling Eckhart Tolle books right now. This is terrible.
I'm just
Thank
glad
you.
that no one's tried to force another Game of Thrones reference into this bit.
The power of sin. Ooh, Stillness Speaks could just be, you don't even need to change the title. Just, that's it.
All right, so I guess I could level up a few times. I don't really think I have anything else I need to buy.
I'm
So-
just gonna say Soul Vessel again, because I think it would be a fun thing to do.
We should make sure we have the resources to level up the weapon we want to use if we're going to respec.
That's
right.
true.
I don't know if I... This series is hard enough to do as it is, only playing 2 hours a week. I'm sure that you would love to see me like try and learn an entirely new playstyle for some of the hardest content in the game, but I don't know.
Once you put,
Okay, but-
let me just say one thing. Once you put it that way, you just set down a challenge to yourself.
I already have done a bunch of challenges to myself. I haven't summoned a single player, and
But
I've
this-
been
you
like
just-
not looking up any information on the internet.
You
Like
just set down a new challenge.
I don't need it.
I think you do.
These games are hard enough.
You've got a speedrunner advising you. You don't need to look stuff up.
I've got
No.
You have enough soul vessels that you can always save one, and then you can go back to the original.
Good point. You can always go back.
We should have like
What,
3 or 4 by now at least.
Oh, I have
about
like
this?
6.
Digimon,
I remember
the-
we checked
about
before
this?
we
Digimon would be
we
top
murdered Chair Hex guy, and because
Well, that's your own damn fault.
Yeah, I have.
well we
I have
we
a
were gonna use
suggestion.
some to level up our faith, so we could temporarily buy an item from him and then get rid of all of our faith again.
I have a
But-
So
suggestion.
now we have an extra soul vessel because
Yes,
you
we
didn't
have
do
we
that.
have 7. So
I have a
we have a
suggestion.
lot.
My suggestion
Okay.
is you respec to strength. Are we all in agreement that strength is the fun one to respec
230.
to do 230?
230.
Yeah.
I-
Okay. I can't go to the dentist. Is about to happen. And the goal is one win. Doesn't matter if what boss it is, but just one win, and then you can respec to whatever you want. Just
What if I
prove-
just got rid of all my soul vessels?
Wow.
I mean,
Put them in the item box. Don't do
that's
that.
that's not a win. That's the opposite.
The
of a
ultimate
win.
fuck you. This is my show.
Wait, hold on. Can we
I-
check? Do you have a tooth or is it just a jaw?
I don't know if that's
I think
actually
I
the lore,
looted
but I
the-
hate
No,
that
Havel's
sentence.
Havel's gear should have had the tooth with it. Down a couple rows.
Or there's a
Like-
skull. We also have a skull.
Like the middle, the top row on the left.
It's top tier.
Oh, here, yeah, it's this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, ladle build. That's what we're gonna
We
do.
need
I
to
see.
we need to finish upgrading that. We have plenty of money right now. Let's put a point or two in something and then
Oh, there's one.
take our
Is it
ladle all the
this?
way.
That's headache.
I've never tried using that.
Oh,
I've
here
used-
it is. I just wasn't looking far enough to the right.
Yeah.
We've got headache and 230.
And this takes Twinkling Titanite to level,
I would assume
because
so.
like, I think I spent all of that on my armor.
Wow. Can't believe you're a quitter.
Is this
9 is like 1 short of what we would need.
to max it out.
We'll get another.
Well, yeah, we'll
Twinkling
probably
Titanite.
find some more. We can. I like Mo's idea of trying it as like a silly challenge. I think we should We should talk
you
about
just
this
repeat what you
off
just
just
said?
recording.
Could you just repeat what you just said, please? Just
I think we
we're
should.
no
I think we should pick a boss to do like off stream, not
Oh.
like figure it out now, and then we can. If it's one that we've already beaten, bonfire aesthetic it back into existence, and try
Yeah, this
the
is.
tooth
I mean,
on it.
like, even just figuring out what stats to put points into to make a viable build at this point without any sort of like
that's true.
pre-planning.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to try and do that
take, like,
live.
20
That's
minutes
an
of
interstitial
sitting around at a
conversation for sure.
stat
What?
stream.
It's no. You get strength to 50, adaptability to the same.
I don't want to
at
do this
now,
right now. I really just don't.
Yeah.
And then the
Please-
rest
please
into like
level.
vigor.
No,
and
but it's a
endurance.
whole like Nico's got to get in the mindset. It's a different mindset that
Yeah.
Nico's now going to be preparing for next week.
Dental school's not that. Listen, we've
for-
been playing.
2
We
weeks.
fought
'cause of
so many
E3?
bosses with teeth already. We basically have a dental degree.
Up a couple rows, it's with the
there it is.
clubs.
Okay, yeah. So if I'm gonna just upgrade this and keep the same armor, then this is only gonna cost a few thousand souls to do the 5 times. That's not really a problem. So
No, we
I'm
just
just gonna go ahead
need
and
the
level.
twinkling.
Yeah, I can pop some souls to.
Actually, we
to
could
level
buy
up.
the twinkling at this point, but it's
Can we?
like 15k per.
You've been well.
Ah. Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we deal with that
Yeah, we
separately?
we can figure
We'll
this
save that
out.
for a later episode.
For sure.
And
That'll be on our Patreon. That'll be exclusive content.
yeah.
$10,000 goal.
Unlisted video. Do not share.
Yeah.
Sparkletone explains how to spec for strength build while Peregrine sings Snow Halation in the background.
While Mo sings "Never Gonna Give You Up" to the melody of Snow Halation.
We're no strangers to love.
Yeah, I knew.
the rule.
I knew that was gonna get it.
So do I.
$5,000 and Peregrine will. No, I'm not. This is a bad bit.
Since we have the extra, go ahead and buy a twinkling now, just to like get rid
Okay.
of some cash.
Sure.
I'll provide.
We're not gonna like worry about actually using it for now, but just to have it.
Just to have
Alright.
full.
Okay, so DLC 1 is down. We have.
I think I have an idea for the thing to do next, which maybe is completable in the rest of today's episode, which would be another one of those dark zones.
That's what I was just about to suggest. We actually did the hardest one first.
Good.
IMO. So we have the other two.
All right.
We did the Drang Lake Castle one, right? And then we have the Gulch and the Woods left.
Yeah, it was the one that was beneath one of the rooms that have the
Yeah,
ruined
yeah.
warriors in them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So they're both like I think they're both pretty short. The bonfires we want to go to will be either the second Black Gulch bonfire or I'll point out which of the shaded woods ones that it is.
Okay.
But yeah, which one do you want to do? The woods or the gulch?
I think I think we should do the first one I found, which was
Okay, so that's the
gulch.
woods. Oh, the gulch.
Wait, no,
yeah,
it was-
did
it
we
was
do
down
the
here,
gulch first?
yeah. Yes, because we
Okay.
didn't go to the woods until I had gotten all 3 of the other primal bonfires, because I didn't know I didn't know which path
Yeah.
took me to the woods.
How could I have forgotten?
Yeah, so I roughly remember where this was. It was like down, if there was a drop down and you had dropped down
Yeah.
below.
So go to
Okay.
the bonfire.
Yeah,
Gulch,
I
gulch,
should be able
gulch,
to find
gulch.
it. I think I remember.
How many times can you
Yeah,
say gulch?
and if you light a torch, it'll be a little easier to see over the edge.
Okay.
Like we might be able to see notes or bloodstains down in the darkness, but it's still a little easier.
I am sure I can say gulch the exact amount of times I need to.
How many times do you think I
those-
can say it in
see
10
that stuff?
seconds?
It's that stuff.
What are my achievement borders? What's bronze,
You'll
what's
get to
silver,
hear me
what's
say
gold,
gulch
what's
as
S-rank?
many times as I can.
Oh
in
wait,
10
we went to
seconds.
the giant cave.
I mean, how many is bronze? How many is
This is
silver?
not it. It's a bad time.
etc.?
Do I need to go
Feather
further
out.
down, or was I supposed to be this first drop down, not the second?
Yeah, it was the first drop down, not the second.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I almost just jumped off just for Mo and Peregrine's sake.
Thinking of
Nice.
their health.
10 times is bronze. That's 1 gulch a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 15 is silver and then 20 is gold, which is 2 gulches per second.
Okay. Let me pull up a stopwatch. Or wait, I can just use Audacity. All right. I'm going for. my goal is silver.
Okay.
All right.
Oop.
Oh
roll
no!
all the way down.
You're feather again.
Gonna start.
I see what you're doing. So
the minute of my recording.
so there are 3 drop downs there. Basically, there is the one that we're headed for.
Gulch, 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 gulch,
And-
gulch, 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 gulch,
Falchion, Falchion, Falchion,
gulch.
We need to go further along the cliff's edge before we drop down. Is what I was
Okay,
going
let
to
me
say. So
count this
about
really
here.
quick.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
This
Alright.
is
Which is,
I think I got the S rank on that one.
yeah, I think you did.
I
I gotta beat your record though.
effigy or talk to
Yeah. I need. Am I in the covenant already?
Wait till
okay.
Niko's in a fight. Peregrine.
Okay. Okay.
Forgot to
How
do
many times
the Falchion thing during the Sin fight.
Yeah.
So sad. All right. I'm already in the covenant. Oh, I could buy 3 more effigies. I'll just buy 1. Got the souls.
Sure. I wouldn't worry about any of those. Give him the effigy,
Yeah.
so he will open the door.
Yep. Hey Mo, remember this guy? Remember when you got to talk to him in your save?
I did in one of my saves. In the other one, I accidentally killed him. But with a really cool pyromancy spell that you'll never get to use unless you respec. Ooh, should it be strength and pyromancy? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
That
leading
seems
question.
excessive.
It does it though. You need
Yes.
something to do some.
Why do you
range.
need pyromancy when you have a giant tooth?
Why do you need to make everything? Because it gives you a boss spell. Like, let me just make the entire playfield covered in flame. Like, why would you want that? I don't know.
Okay, same deal as before.
Yep.
Need
I'll
to
take
keep
it
moving
slow.
because there is a time limit, but it's.
Wait,
I
there
think
wasn't
there
a
is.
time limit for these. There was a time limit for the
for the memories,
giant
yeah,
memories.
sorry.
It's
yeah.
10 seconds is the time limit, and I have to beat Mo's record.
Okay.
It's
Mo,
this one.
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do a countdown, Mo.
No, just go for it. I'll watch my Audacity as the timer, but just
All right.
pick a time, and I'll adapt.
All right, Niko's fighting, so here we go.
Yeah, but look at what this
Gulch,
fellow
gulch,
is
gulch,
wielding. Why?
That's impressive. I think we.
Oh, the person's still alive.
I think
Okay,
we
got it.
tied. That's by my count. I think
I'm
we
pretty
tied.
sure I beat you. I'm pretty sure.
We both got S rank, but you might have got the extra that one bonus experience for fastness.
Lock on.
I think there's like a trick to it. Like I think there's like a if you could kind of let your mouth go.
So
Yeah, you have to like relax your throat a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
there's
weird.
there's definitely like if you don't move your jaw, you can still get the
it's
like
a very
chug.
it's a very glottal sound.
Oh.
You only get okay. So now here's the thing: I win because you went twice, and then you're disqualified because of that.
That's not
Yep,
no.
that's
I
the
was trying to
rules.
demonstrate.
That's the rules.
What
Yep, that's the
fucking
rules.
I'm
Calvin
trying
Ball
to. I should have kept it
nonsense
for the
are?
Patreon.
Gulchman
This is-
Ball, of which I'm the winner. And Peregrine came in both
It's
second
the new
and
hit
third.
fad, Gulchin.
Gulchman.
You're not dead? Fuck! Get back here!
Just oh my god!
Niko's weapon when they're in the gulch is the Gulchian.
Flawless
Gulchin.
flawless
Gulchin,
fight
Gulchin.
against the dragon with 10,000 health.
That was my
Kind
first
of a
try.
mess
Okay.
against the pyromancer with like
Kind
a
of a
tenth
mess
that.
describes my life in general. Okay.
Falchion.
Big same.
Falchion. Oh, that's hard. Falchion. Saying Falchion quickly is actually pretty difficult.
All right, let's do that one now.
Am I gonna go first, or are you gonna go first?
Uh,
I guess.
you can go.
I guess
mean,
I should go
yeah.
first since you went
Yep.
first last time. It's only fair.
Yeah.
And we're using the Falchion pronunciation
Falchion.
for this one.
Falchion.
Not Falchion. It's Falchion.
If you think it's
So you gotta-
faster to say it the other way, go ahead, but I don't think it is.
Oh, with the sh?
Yeah, I think that's.
Okay, I have to try it
along
both
the
ways
ri-
now.
I'll do that.
Nico,
I'll do
along
that.
the right.
I'll do that after.
Falchion,
I'll do
Falchion,
that
Falchion.
after.
No, that's
I wanna
the
make
that's
sure
the goal, Nico.
But I
You
need
need
to
to light
I need to
that
kill
thing.
any other NPCs here
I think
before
the
I do it.
percussive sounds.
So I
are
don't
faster.
waste the
No,
butterfly.
you need to light it.
I don't know.
I can't just kill this guy first?
Well,
There's
yeah.
more than one dude. Please go light the thing. So
I-
like the exit is on the other side of those enemies. See that fog door?
I know. I was gonna kill him and then I'm gonna go light it, so I don't waste the butterfly if I die here.
We have like 20 of them, and we can get
Oh my god, that's
Yep.
hard to do.
Okay.
butterflies are 600 souls from the bird lady.
Falchion,
So we can afford basically infinite butterflies.
But what about the fact that you've killed a butterfly for no reason?
Ah,
But they're an
yeah,
object, not a.
that's a weird one.
Okay, I'm gonna try it with the Falchion.
How many more of these until Niko just like dies 5 times in a row to shut us up?
It's got a bad mouth feel.
Yeah, it does.
Niko, pick a new weapon. Pick a weapon with a better mouth feel, please.
Dragon tooth, dragon tooth, dragon tooth.
Fire!
No, I've got it. Let's see.
Imagine if you had to say Uchigatana that fast.
Uchigatana.
Trying to think of what the most convoluted weapon name is.
I like how easy it is to dodge this fireball by just strafing slightly.
Well, if only it's a good thing none of the enemies in this game, for the most part, have figured that out, because the same thing goes for your spells.
It's true. All right, I think now I will go
I'm reading. Curse things.
Soul Spear. Oh, that. Okay, Soul Spear is a really tough one.
Hurrah for light.
How about Black Knight Ultra Greatsword?
Black Knight Ultra Greatsword, Black Knight Ultra Greatsword, Black Knight Ultra Greatsword, Black Knight Ultra Greatsword, Black Knight Ultra Greatsword. Ooh. Oh.
We should pivot to a
Who
different...
knew that Dark
we
Souls
should pivot to a
2
different vertical of content, I think, at this point.
Yeah, this is just what a game. The real Dark Souls is the tongue twisters, if you think about
I've been
it.
pivoting away from the tongue twisters.
There's a reason that the symbol of avarice has a big old floppy tongue.
What is the Dark Souls of tongue twisters?
Dark Souls, 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 Dark Souls.
There's not really anything to pick up in here. You can just go through where the fog door was.
All right.
Fuck door, fuck door,
Patience
fuck
of
door,
jumping.
fuck door, fuck door, fuck door.
Bravery required.
The sixth sick sheeps. Sixth sheeps sick.
Hey, we did it.
That's
First try.
the
That was way
the
better
other
than the
two-
last one.
Yeah, the
empirically
other two-
hardest tongue twister.
The other two chasms are a bit easier. So do you want to do the other one, or do you want to...
Yeah, let's just knock it out.
All right.
So that one was in the forest, or the tree place.
Yep, so Feather.
Yeah.
And then in the fast travel menu for the shaded woods, it's the bonfire all the way on the right.
Okay, I've typed one
Yeah, that one.
for Mo.
I like how I said the forest, and then I corrected myself to the place with the trees. And this game has at least 3 forests. And
Smash Bros.
So
Chic knows Smash
still
Bros.
not
Sleek Combo.
specific enough.
Smash Bros. Chic knows
Oh, I think I
Smash Bros. Sleek
remember-
Combo. Smash
Nope,
Bros. Chic.
forward. We're going
That's
ahead.
a good one, but
This
you
way?
can do it
Watch out for
methodically.
Ghost Man.
Oh, this is the place with the fucking ghosts.
The thing about
That's
a
okay,
good
we only
tongue
need to-
twister
We only need to deal with this one until he despawns.
is that it's a line of
Right, I
of
see.
one type
It was
of
in like
sound.
this.
Yeah, but
Part
we can't get
here.
over there from jumping because that's a one-way thing. So you're gonna want to go straight, and then
go
this
around.
kind of hooks up and around. And there's gonna.
This
be
is the place
a-
where we were when we were talking about salads.
Yeah,
Remember
so there's a
that.
big hole in the ground, but not that one. Go to the right,
Speaking
and then
of
keep going
salads,
straight forward, and there's another hole in the ground, and it's over here.
I
This is-
have a question for y'all. The question is, what is your least favorite food word? Some of the words being surfaced here are yummy, food porn, moist, mealy, calling food sexy, using the word mouthfeel,
All of these things are terrible.
using
Mouthfeel's
the word
fine.
textural, abbreviating olive oil as EVOO in capital letters, calling a sandwich a Sammy,
That's fine.
using the word
I hate it when people.
using the word locavore.
I hate it when people call laptops lappies, but calling sandwiches Sammys doesn't bother me.
What about me calling my desktop computer the compy?
You're gonna say you're calling your desk your desky,
No.
The
which is only adding more characters.
that one
syllables.
The
that
good-
one doesn't that one doesn't bother me so much, Mo. It just makes me think of Jurassic Park
Another
more
one.
than anything else.
Another good one on this thread is white people using the word umami, which is good.
My mark of a true master is if you use umami in conjunction with kokumi,
Okay.
because that's when you know it's like the next depth layer of bad snob take. I think there's like a nut. What is the umami kokumi? Was there another one? Oh, that's actually how, you know what?
The word
Google autocomplete gave me umami e kokumi,
oh my
which to
God.
me says no one who speaks English actually uses both of those words.
the word vegan in front of things that do not normally include meat products, i.e. vegan salt.
Oh fuck, that's the wrong item.
It's not the vegan item. Oh no.
Small batch, another one.
Artisanal.
Artisanal. I actually stand for artisanal.
Farm to
Oh, here's a good one. Mayonnaise.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like when people spell marinate with a D.
But marinate and marinate are two different. Those are two different words.
Are they though?
Those aren't the same word with two spellings. Those are two different words.
I also don't
Marinate
like it
is
when
a
people spell
verb,
peanut butter with
marinade
D's.
is a noun.
Who spells peanut butter with D's? Like, besides like a grandma somewhere talking to like a 2-year-old. Would you like some peanut butter?
Butter from another mother.
Here comes the peanut butter airplane. What? Being thirsty for that al dente pasta is another one. Like, if it's not al dente.
What? Who says that?
No.
This is not a thing that someone has actually said.
That's like thirsty for a thing that is a firmer texture than the alternative. Thirsty for those hard-boiled eggs.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, my biggest pet peeve is when people use any sort of sexual words to describe food. I really dislike it.
That's not what I did.
No, I'm just saying generally. I wasn't attacking you. I'm just giving my answer for the
Don't
question that I
conflate
asked.
don't sully my pure-hearted egg thirst.
Okay, let me do it again. Peregrine really likes eggs. However, I don't like using sexy words for food. There, I put it closer together, but also took it farther apart.
I don't like it when people get sin in my pasta.
That works. I'll take it. Take the free iframes. Oh.
Dislike that.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ooh. Styling.
I love it when a spell just goes right through me. Alright. I'll come back for that.
Please light it this time. There's an elevator.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. I mean, I've already died here once, so the last one was like...
I think you'll
In
be
a
all
shadow
right.
zone, we can die at least twice.
Here's another thing I can't say on stream, but this headline is a lot and does not describe the actual content of the article so well.
Huh.
What?
The full headline, let me just click it, just copy and paste.
Whoa, hey, now.
Why is there a
wait
necromancer in this headline?
Right.
Oh Lord,
Like-
how does any of this?
I think there's a bit of shock.
What is happening with
shock
any
headline
of this?
situations?
Laura Wagner, what's going on? I mean, I guess sports has been dead to me for a long time, so none of this should come as a surprise.
So, Niko, would you mind using a human effigy? And maybe being
sure.
at full health?
Would you mind Detroit becoming human? Thanks for seeing both sides.
I blacked out, so I didn't see anything. What was that? What happened? Oh,
Niko, through the power of seeing both sides, Niko has Detroit become human.
I bet if you asked Niko, they would disagree with everything you just said.
I'm ignoring the comment and won't respond to it.
Which mine? I was fighting
Peace and
for
joy.
you.
It's go time.
Dark Lurker.
That's what I get. I'll go back to
Oh
being.
Spell
no!
fight.
Oh no! I can't.
I'll go be
This
back
is
to
not.
being the Dark
Oh.
Lurker.
Mo, are you still doing? You still we still exercising? Cause
Well, we've had a little break, thankfully.
yeah, I don't
Dark
think
Lurker isn't enjoying Niko's magic spells, so that's something.
Dark Lurker, Dark
This
Lurker,
is-
Dark Lurker, Dark
this-
Lurker.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
Dark
pretty
Lurker,
pleased
Dark
with how
Lurker,
much
Dark
damage
Lurker.
we're doing.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite bosses in all of the FromSoft canon.
Dark Lurker, Dark Lurker, Dark Lurker, Dark Lurker, Dark Lurker, Dark Lurker. I can't believe you get to fight my
Niko,
middle
if you
school OC.
one-shot this
in this
fucking
game.
boss, I'm gonna be so mad, but also proud.
Don't. Please one-shot this boss. I cannot do more push-ups.
That's why I picked squats.
Wow, this boss can really be your angle or your double.
You can hit either one. Either is fake.
Wow. Wow.
Spoilers.
Realize. Five Guys burger.
I mean, telling Niko that doesn't help here because they both get to do damage.
No, it. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
That's
The
what
problem
happens.
is they were on opposite
You
sides.
You
of
have
me,
this
so.
fight. You'll get it.
Yeah.
I won't be more doing.
If I had been smart and moved to a position where I could see both, I would probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure immediately that like they were both actually there because one of them looked like it maybe disappeared or teleported away or something. So.
Yeah, no, they're both real. They both do their full damage and everything, but they both take the same damage.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's fine. That's fine. I can do that.
you were doing
I've
really
fought
good
3
damage
bosses
with,
at once before.
Yeah, you were doing really good damage with spells.
Now, do I have to do that whole thing again?
You sure do. This is actually,
Okay.
I think, the easiest one to do. All 3 of them will take you to the Dark Lurker fight now. I would not recommend using the Drang Lake one for the boss
No.
run.
No, thank you.
With that Havel friend in there. I prefer this one. It is. It has the elevator ride in it, but it's fewer enemies. Because it's like 4 or 6, and then I think 8 different dudes. And I think they do. I'm like.
I'll also save my big spells because I wasn't expecting there to be a boss at the end of this
Yeah,
one. So
yeah. So if you like
I'll be fine
ag-
just using
if
Great
you-
Souls.
If you aggro one of the enemies in this first room and then kind of like come back in here, you can like fight them one at a time.
That's what I was trying to do, but. Oh, and the torch is already lit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's like ticked off now.
Oh.
That's okay. We got plenty of
Oh.
healing.
It's a party. Nice shot. Get out of the
You
way.
have to you have to kill them.
I know. I'm just trying to like get to a position where I'm not surrounded and by a pit and 2 enemies. So
Move, Lich. Get out the way.
this is not. This is
No.
bad.
Oh no!
When I said you have to kill them, I didn't mean to like run through. I meant
I know. I know.
they were fully in the way. That's okay.
I was trying to separate them again.
One of the times I did this while I was doing trophy stuff last weekend, I actually managed to get invaded in NG Plus in one of the chasms, which was a bad time both for me and the invader.
Don't you mean chasm?
Nope.
What?
I hate it when people spell chasm with a D.
Chas, or some say chasm.
Chaz, or some say chasm.
Oops. That was
I'm not
wrong.
Actually, I guess
going
Kaz
on,
and
but I
some
think
say
it's
Chasm would also be a
generally
Metal Gear
bad.
reference, but also, for some reason, if we're feeling low on effigies, which I don't think we are at all, but Agdane should have like 13 of them to sell.
Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I used a lot in the first one of these I did, but I haven't really used that many since, and I've got a lot. So
Just to call back to our online dating question a couple weeks ago or last week. I don't know what it's time, but this is one of the more creative pickup lines or pickup texts I've seen ever.
This is just the plot to a side story in Yakuza 6.
Yeah, this definitely reads like a Yakuza side quest. Remember the time in Yakuza 0 where you had to help someone's girlfriend solve the crossword puzzle that they made? And it was to propose. But they were like, oh, I'm so sick of your puzzles. Anyway, Yakuza's a good game.
I am extremely excited about Judgment in a couple weeks. The new thing where you're a detective, but it's still in Kamurocho, and you still do ridiculous wrestling moves, but also you follow people around and detect things. I love that the little, like, tail on her hat flaps around on the elevators.
Gotta love stun lock.
yep.
Oh, we have a
love
friend
boys.
helping us.
The power of friendship got us through to the boss again.
The power of friendship
All right.
compels ye. The power of friendship. It's basically how every shonen anime works. That's why I love it.
Some are the power of self. Some are the power of
This is
friendship.
just a Kingdom Hearts fight, now that I think about it. This really is
Speaking
just...
of Kingdom Hearts, I have to look at an interstitial related doodle tomorrow. Do some planning apparently, because that's next week.
Oh, is that already? Oh, jeez.
Oh fuck.
Oh, it's the Dark Soul.
My partner's gonna be out of town next, like, for a bunch of next week. So it's like my schedule can be super flexible to run that game, but I didn't realize it was next week until I realized it was next week.
Yeah, I think I should be able to just, like, work from home. Cut my boss into pieces. This is my Dark Lurker.
Oh. I thought I was out of range of that.
No, they can kind of turn it to the side a little bit too. That was
Yeah.
just some bad luck.
Fortunately, the run-up gives me enough time between sets that I think I might actually be able to continue doing push-ups.
Yeah, this is not like the bonfire right next to the boss, like the dragon was.
I think this fight is cool though.
Yeah, it's a cool fight. I'm enjoying it. It is better than the trio. Granted,
Yeah,
pretty much all fights are.
the
Not a high bar to clear.
All right, this has officially become work.
Wow. Wow. I've been doing
try-
it this whole series.
Yeah, and you're
now.
probably like really jacked right now, and it's probably sweet. I haven't, So
Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna just ignore the reality in which that is not at all true, and claim that it is.
we're talking shonen anime here. If this isn't shonen anime,
Yeah, well,
I
tell
don't
me
know
about your
what
power
is.
level.
Legitimately, having spent the last week watching like this entire series about a kid who just does a ton of push-ups as like his magic, it's helping me commit tonight.
Glad.
Also, just I've been reading a lot of like notes about the production of this particular series, and it's about like a young talented director who like the corporate heads basically abandoned to like the whim. Basically, he got really like underfunded for the series because I think like I don't know. It sounds like some wild anime shit to go with like hand in hand with the plot of the show, and it's like I want to root for this show. Like the animation quality is garbage, and it's like a super canned, like cheesy by the books plot, but like I'm rooting for it.
Isn't that why people got like super into Kimono Friends?
Kind of.
Like,
Except
and
this
not
one isn't-
entirely, but in part. Like, part of the appeal of Kimono Friends is that it was like this anime that was made as part of a plan to try to make a new big mobile game franchise thing, but the mobile game collapsed, but they had already signed the contracts, so they finished the anime with like no money for anything.
And like it weirdly ended up having like parallel theming to the trajectory of the franchise. Yeah, no, there's like now that you put it that way, like yeah, it does remind me a little of that. Except the difference is I enjoy watching this show.
Oh, thank you.
I gave.
I'm
Kimono
glad
Friends a
you've
shot.
enjoyed watching my show.
I've only seen the first episode of Kimono Friends. I will never forgive them for getting popular and then starting to make the wheels on the bus in the intro rotate like wheels do instead of just
cannot.
being static. That's when they lost me.
I will say, interestingly, now that you mention it, as with Kimono Friends, the protagonist of Black Clover in the first 5 episodes does very little other than say "sugoi" a whole bunch. So I think he says "suge." He does like the boorish pronunciation. Anyway, even though I've done nothing but talk about the show for like the past week, I will continue to say that I do not actually recommend anybody watch it. Please just root for the director because. And the staff. Basically, everyone working on the product deserves your support, but also, it's not good.
Just hit him.
Oh, there's shit going on. That's why you don't hit him.
2 feet away from the boss. You have a sword.
Listen, I'm sorry.
No, it's
I was
fine.
trying to play it safe.
I don't think that
Be daring
counted.
next time.
We'll find out.
3.
For melee characters, or at least the ones that I've played, my strategy for that fight is to play it really safe until the Dark Lurker splits in 2, and then just like rush one of them as hard as I can and hope that the other one doesn't do the fireball attack.
I'll be completely honest. I was not even looking at the health bar, and I didn't even know I was that close to beating the fight. So when you brought my attention to it, I actually like lost focus, and then that's when I died.
I will totally take credit for that L.
Yeah, like I mean that's a thing I try and do in these fights is like not pay attention to like how close I am, because that does cause you to like tend to throw out your strategy and just get super risky. So
No, totally, and it's a thing. both in my own mentality when playing, but also when kind of like talking people through stuff. I have gotten away from saying like much of anything other than like, you know, maybe the halfway point or something, or like a major phase transition. If it's not like a super obvious one like this. But you never want to say like 3 hits left, because invariably you will have misjudged the amount of damage being done, and it will be 4.
Wow.
What a good spell. Oh great, now you're
Wow.
healing. I love it. I love it.
Be careful backing up.
That's a wall.
And after all, please don't shoot that wall.
Whoa.
I don't know what that was. Gonna kill you spells.
They do, it's a miracle. There's force and then there's emit force, and one of the two is stronger, and I think they do the strong one. It's a popular miracle in PvP builds because you can knock people off of stuff with it. Whereas somebody managed to do to me one time in the Dark Souls remaster. They put down the poison cloud pyromancy, and then would just stand around doing the force miracle to knock me into the poison anytime I tried to get out of it or near them.
Nice.
Oh, so like a Final Fantasy VII.
Yes. Couldn't get away from that cloud.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. This is the run.
Got a soul vessel on the loading screen. It's a good omen.
Today is gonna be the day that it's all coming back to you. Right now.
Oh.
Was that the whole... That was the whole joke?
What are you...
I mean, you're surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed. It's like
You just have higher standards. Oh shit, I thought you were gonna split.
no, I just, you know.
Okay, now you're gonna split.
This is impressive.
Where's the other one?
Good question.
Peregrine sings any song. Yeah, save point 2020. Peregrine sings any song to the tune of Snow Elation.
I mean, that was kind of already same point 2019.
Well, you know.
I think like 50% of clips that people took of me on that stream across all
What?
It hit the wall.
You
Oh,
sang,
come on.
you sang a lot. I mean, you had a whole like a The Voice solo in the last hour, singing some anime song I can't name in this moment.
24 Hour Cinderella from the hit anime series Yakuza. Sorry, Ryuga Gotoku. Thank you.
Like a Dargon. Are they gonna... Is Yakuza 7 still gonna be called Like a Dragon, even though the new guy's thing is being, like a lion instead? I'm very curious to find out.
I don't know what that means because I have not played Yakuza 6 yet.
Well, it's not a spoiler to say that Yakuza 6 is the end of Kiryu being like the main focus.
Yeah, I had heard that before.
Yeah, and they've shown who the new protagonist is going to be. I forget his name at the moment. He's already in some mobile game that they made that has a bunch of Yakuza characters in it.
Yakuza Union Cross. I believe it's
Majima? Majima's everywhere.
I think
No.
it's Yakuza Union Cross is the game.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
that's as likely as anything else.
Union
Vito?
Gotoku. Got it.
But the title of the games in Japanese is Like a Dragon, referring to Kiryu, but if Kiryu's
What?
not
That
going
was
to be
The
like
Rock.
the main dude. It's an AoE emitted from where the ghost is standing. It doesn't shoot.
You like that juke though? That's pretty good juke. Oh, that one wasn't.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
What? Why did Ken Dragon Punch his friend 10 years after they graduated?
Sure you can.
Because it was his high school reunion.
Gonna pretend that never happened.
Reunion.
So what now? I'm sorry, the Discord call is breaking up.
Reunion.
I don't get it.
Like, it's storming here. Maybe the storm is interfering.
Don't know.
Sure you can.
I don't get it.
But we're gonna
Dark
get this.
lurker.
We're gonna get the soul of a dark lurker.
Oh, you mean my other high school OC?
I think you're thinking of Dork Lurker.
Right.
Wow.
His power
Damn.
was his power was that he had 2 death notes. Think about it. Even this music is like very Kingdom Hearts to me. Like, is this fight real? This is like all of those like fan edit like final boss Papyrus Undertale fight on YouTube.com or whatever. Like this is just like one of those but Dark Souls.
I'm honestly not super sure, like what the specifics of like the dark lore is. Like I know it's Abyss related stuff that kind of has to do with some other things in the game, but specifically what this angel assholes deal is.
Ooh.
I feel like
I
if I
think
learned anything from Dark Souls 3, it's probably just something about Font of Solitude.
I think calling this angel an asshole is a bit much. Personally.
I cry when angels are assholes.
That's how that goes, right?
Wake up.
Every time Peregrine makes a bad joke, a Dark Lurker gets its wings.
Well, that explains why there's so damn many of them, huh?
Yep. I'm surprised I'm not fighting like 20 at once.
You haven't beaten 2.
Yeah, 2 seems good for now. Gosh, I didn't.
What?
Just a lot of
What's
lot of
happening?
squats. I'm at like 120 right now.
Oh. How is it keeping you on the falling asleep front though? Doing better this
Pretty
time?
good. I think this is gonna be a continuous thing.
Yeah. You're gonna pass right the fuck out after the episode's done.
Wait, Mo, do you know how many sets you've done?
Probably like I don't know. I mean, I'm doing 12 a set. I probably like 10 or so.
Okay, because I've kept up doing 15 per, so I think I'm past 200 tonight.
I mean, maybe we've.
I think it's like a new record. I think this means it's working. Like dark worker.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, you know, everything you do plays a part.
Nope, they're all.
Oh, that's.
That sucks.
That one spell sucks. The other one blows.
Oh! I figured that was gonna happen at some point.
All right.
If I kept doing this.
No, oh, it's too soon for no. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I gotta pick a less. I might pick something different next time. But I.
Do push-ups with me.
What?
Do push-ups with me.
I have shoulder issues that make 150 push-ups in a night just unfeasible. That's why I'm doing squats.
Fine, not young.
I would love to be able to do 150 push-ups in a night, but I'm not remotely there yet.
Make the dot.
Are you okay? Did you bang your knee?
That was the bottom of my foot.
I think what I might do next time is lunges, because each death could be one leg. That way it would be spread out a little bit better, and there's something I'm like specifically bad at that would be good for me to get better at. So that's what's gonna be next time.
I'll do lunches instead.
I do those too.
Lunges, 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 lunges.
There you go.
Cookies for breakfast?
Fall off! There we go.
Bye.
See you never. I'm getting a lot of bonfire aesthetics. Now I understand why Mo wanted to do these places.
I thought it was just because it was painfully boring and repetitive.
I mean, isn't that all video games?
Damn. Makes you think.
Or maybe that's just Spider-Man. I don't know.
Hey, have you heard this one before? What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. You get it?
Niko, before we go into the boss fight, do we have let's look at our rings real quick, because you're not staggering this boss, so the stone ring isn't doing us any good. Do we have one of the dark ones? It'll be the quartz ones in the top row. So
Like we're
yeah,
defense?
let's throw that on and see if that helps.
Okay.
Because the red orb that shoots fireballs is definitely fire damage, but I think the rest are dark attacks.
Even the light spear.
Yeah,
laser beams and
like
stuff?
even if it's like the crystal soul spear looking thing. Like maybe it won't help a ton, but well, that was definitely less damage. We survived, but the this
Oh,
isn't
I
really
get
this
it.
isn't really a boss you can like stagger with poise stuff. So at least not the way we're fighting it. So
Because we're in the courts of the Darkness King.
are we Yankee and King Vendrick's courts?
Could you... What would be the Yankee build?
I guess you'd need to find out what type of sword would have been like commonly accessible to kind of regular everyday people. And
Well, I'm
then-
thinking like it would be like a baseball bat. But like, would that be a club or would that
Got
be
'em.
a staff?
Good job.
Hell yeah.
Wait, really?
One final spell just for the road.
When I did this fight on my trophy pursuit over the weekend, that final attack before they both went away got me.
Yeah. Nice. And then you have to do it again.
Thankfully, the victory counted,
okay.
and I was able to collect the souls.
Soul of what lurks in the dark chasm. The dark chasm of old is the remnant of some ancient dissipated being. Use this special... Okay.
Use the
great-
special
great
soul
word.
Soul of what lurks
to
within.
acquire numerous souls, or to create something of great worth.
All I can
This is-
remember is that if we take this one to Strayed or maybe the Bird Lady, it gets turned into a spell, but not one that we care about.
It would be one that we cared about if we cared about achievements. Which
would have been-
I don't.
It would have been the one
Thankfully.
I would have cared about most when I was 15.
Well, if we were doing a hex build, it would probably be interesting. But
All right, and
That-
now
that
do
ain't
I
us.
take the plunge?
yep, we're done. Good job.
Aw, hex.
Praising the sun in
In the dark.
what passes for the abyss in this game.
Yep.
In the dark courts, we dunked on the lurker.
Let's talk to Grandal and see what he thinks of what we've done.
Undead, you've discovered the truest dark within you.
Now kill me.
Deep, deep dark it is.
Wow.
The dark
deep,
that
deep
we
dark.
must all face.
My favorite Mario 64 level.
The abyss
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
more now than ever.
Ooh. I always love a good...
We
Never-
got
I'm not gonna say it.
Kyanthus
the
crown.
the Xanthus set is the Q-tip hat that everybody loves from Demon Souls and the first Dark Souls.
Bequeath these to you. Take them on your pilgrimage.
Thank you for bequeathing.
The embrace of the dark is gentle. Let it absorb your sorrows forever.
Oh, that's...
I already
Goth as hell. Okay,
Already
we're done.
do.
We can feather out.
Bye.
My favorite Pokemon, Gothitelle.
So we got like 15 minutes left. We can check
I think
out,
we can go spend some stuff and peek our heads into the next DLC.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could do that, or there's an optional fight we could take on.
I don't really feel like taking on an optional fight with like 15
Okay.
minutes. So,
Yeah, let's.
actually, we've got a little bit less than 15 minutes. We got to do outros and stuff. So maybe we'll just walk into the new zone,
bonfires
take a
right
peek,
there. Where
and
are you
then
going?
I don't know. I'm talking and trying to think at the same time.
No,
Which
you're
is not
right.
ever-
You're right.
Never a good idea. So yeah, we've been running a bit long on a few of the last few episodes, so I want to try and be punctual tonight. I also haven't eaten anything yet. I need to take
What are
care
you
of that.
thinking of eating? A pickle dog?
Nope, never. Maybe like some Taco Bell or something. I don't know.
You're the pickle now, dog.
Is 45k even enough at this point?
Yep, we can get one. I had been putting points into VIT just to get under 50% load, but I think I'm there now. So honestly, like, other than just like saying screw the the soul vessel, we'll just pump our strength and do it. Actually, that's not possible because I won't be able to get to 50. If I wanna
We
do
can
the
we can
Dragon
keep
Tooth.
putting points in endurance or vigor if we want to. It's just not as efficient as the other, like as it would have been
yeah.
before this point, but it's not a complete
All right.
waste either.
I'll just take 20 points of health. I've been saved by a sliver of health enough times in this game, like more times than I remember in DS1. So
Okay, we are
Yep.
headed for Iron Keep.
The-
Speaking of all
that
of
the-
all of Mo's favorites are showing up.
yeah.
tonight.
is this the second DLC that released?
Yeah.
For doing them in release
Yeah.
order?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
In Iron Keep, we want not the Belfry. We want the third bonfire.
We want the very end. It was right after the boss.
Yeah,
right?
no, not the Belfry.
Oh,
That
it's here. Okay.
Yep. Then we go
I hope you're ready.
down the ladders and through the boss arena.
Yeah, and we'll read the text before we go into. Oh, this place.
We'll read the text, but we won't respond.
In NG Plus, there's a red phantom at the bottom of that ladder. And so when I saw the like the note on the ground at the bottom of the ladder, I was like, "Oh God, are we gonna have to fight?"
Oh,
Nope.
Wait.
Wrong way.
are the red phantoms cherry flavor?
I think so. Oh boy. Why?
Are Swedish fish
I
just
was just trying to
invading
scooch by,
fish?
you know?
That's
Or
a
Swedish
big
fish
boy.
what? Besides the best candy.
You do a lot of damage.
Swedish fish are just invaders, right? They're like,
I would love to. No, I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
God, now I'm curious.
It wasn't formed, but there. I just, let's just say I ejected at the earliest possible point.
I see. But I guess
I wish I
What
had
I'm
spent more time
realizing
here.
is
This,
that
like,
I've never
section
eaten
of the
Swedish
map is
fish
cool.
when I don't have humanity.
This big lake of lava is right above Earthen Peak? Question mark.
That's physics. All right, so I don't want to rest there because that's going to take me out.
Yep. That is one
So-
way only.
All right, tablet time. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Sparkle. Is this the first one? Do you remember?
Sure.
Okay, we'll start here. All right.
Forbidden is the path to the ancient king's domain.
Mo.
With water dry and path amiss, woeful temptation is. Click it again. I missed it.
Oh my God, you're so slow.
Woeful
Jesus
temptation is dismissed.
Peregrine.
In the tower of the old Iron King resides a child of the dark.
How do you read that so fast?
Trespassers will face adversity befitting a monarch. I think we
Fly
read these
high.
before. All right. Well, let's check it out.
I think I like the third DLC the most, but I like this one more than the Sunken King, the one we finished.
That's a
tonight.
cool door.
There's cool stuff in this one.
Strike ahead.
And this one
Why?
does have another like cave challenge area, but it is much more fun than the first one.
Oh,
without
this is
saying
the
what's
first.
in it.
This is the first zone in which I will not actually know what the end of it is because this is where I stopped. Like it was 75% of the way through this area that I just.
My
stopped.
favorite fight in the game is in here.
I understood why people liked this
luck.
area, but also aesthetically, it is not my style, and I got very tired of it.
I can understand that.
There were some paths to the side, but I think I'll go up here first.
The paths to the side were the summoning rooms for people that don't own the DLC yet.
Okay, is there anything of note in those? Or...
Nope. It's just a
All right.
place to put your summon sign and guarantee that it will show up in a certain place past the door. Check out that vista.
Ooh. Hurrah for gorgeous view indeed. Looks like some shit happened here.
This is before the shit
Ooh.
happened, I think.
Before. It's covered in ash.
It's the demo for Dark Souls 3.
I think it's been a little mean to Dark Souls 3, actually.
Oh my god, I just thought of such a good bad take. Dark Souls 3 is the random access memories of Dark Souls.
I can't comment on that because I haven't played.
Would that make the Abyss Watchers music the song of the summer?
I can't comment on that because here's my hot take. I never understood the appeal of anything from that band. I remember trying to listen to the one track that's just Around the World over and over.
Wait, hold
and
on
over.
a second. Hold on a second, Peregrine. Have you not watched the anime?
Oh yeah, I did, but I also watch anime.
No, I know, but like, did that not make you like that album?
It's
Okay.
okay. I've watched a lot of anime openings that I find more enjoyable, is what I will say.
Hey, Niko, before we go forward,
Hey, that's
let's
fine.
read
You know, not
the
everybody
description
has
on the
to-
item we
has
picked
to
up.
like things.
The smelter
anyone
wedges, they'll
else
be all the way
likes.
at the bottom.
But this is the zone for hot takes.
Yeah.
So here I am starting my hot take, which is Daft Punk. That's what they're called.
Yep.
Smelter wedge. An iron wedge forged in this land destroys the Ashen Idol. The Ashen Idol is of great consequence to Nidalia, who, having renounced her flesh, entrusts her very being to it. And we have 6 of them. So, who knows what that means? I guess we'll have to find out next week. Or not next week, actually. We're going to be taking a week off because next week is E3, and there's going to be a bunch of stuff going on, and we're all going to be busy. So, not like we're going to actually be at it. We're not important enough. But yeah, so... I think this is a good stopping point. This zone looks cool. It's new, fresh content to check out. Yeah, but let's head back to Majula to do the outro. Yeah, that, like, it's interesting that the first DLC, it had some frustrating parts, and I super did not enjoy that trio fight, but, like, it's been nice to have a bit of a step up in the challenge, and like I feel like Sin was a good level of needing to learn the patterns. Like I feel like I actually did get dialed into that fight by the time I beat it. And like last week when I was fighting Sin, I was just kind of like reacting and not really paying attention. So that's been good. Like I think that there hasn't been a whole lot in the back half of the main part of this game that like super pushed me, so it's giving me the same feel as like the Bloodborne DLC in terms of like being balanced well.
Well, good news. This one is definitely not any easier than the first one.
Yeah, maybe I'll change my feelings on it after I try this one, but
I guess I would say that the area exploration, I would say, is a little more complicated than Sunken King, but explaining what I mean by that is gonna have to wait. I love it. How do the stats compare?
I don't even know.
Like,
I'll
let me-
switch back to the wizard.
Who's keeping track?
No,
I'll switch back
if
next
you wanna,
time. But
if you want to roll with this, let's see what this does when it's upgraded.
It's better. I don't. It's a little heavier.
Well,
and
but
I don't know
our
if,
witch hat is all the way upgraded, so let me see what this does when it's all the way upgraded.
Yeah, I don't know what the bonus effects are.
If only we could put the witch hat on top of it.
Oh god, that would be look.
What?
This is only up. This is upgraded by regular Titanite.
I had the screen share in the background for about 30 seconds, and I come back to.
Listen,
hey, Niko,
sometimes
let's go see how much this costs to upgrade, because this doesn't take twinkling, so we should have a bazillion of this.
Oops, armor.
It's the Xanthus one.
Here.
You can't miss it.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Oh, it does take twinkling. Okay.
So we won't be able to upgrade this and Havel's too.
Oh dang.
So. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, this would actually be pretty good for us. But we don't.
What if we just
need
didn't
to.
do the strength build?
No, we
This is a good look. We can get more.
We'll talk about it offline. We'll figure it out.
armor.
I just-
if you don't
get hit, it won't
for
make a
not
difference.
Doing that much in this game, you don't really need to upgrade this to just run with it.
It's true. It's mostly about fashion, which
Mo, that is.
this is some fashion right here.
I like our
Actually,
new
let's
look.
see what the rest of the set looks like. What's
Oh, it looks the way it looks in the other games. It's just the yellow thing and a.
and a bunch of like bandages, kind of.
Yeah,
Not really
it's the
bandages,
hat
but-
that really.
Yeah,
important
it sells
thing.
it. Okay. Now I gotta remember what I had equipped.
Vengarls.
forget.
It's the only one that's upgraded.
There it is. All right. Well, so yeah, I think that's a good place to call it for tonight. Sparkletone, where can the people find you on the internet?
Find me on Twitter as @Sparkletone and on the Waypoint Discord.
Peregrine.
Twitch.tv/Peregrine38. And on Twitter, follow me at TerrificBroth.
And Mo.
Both of those websites at Mo_swords with a Z, and the various waypoint places.
Take care of your thighs, Mo. Hopefully you're not too sore tomorrow.
I don't.
Real thighs, real
I
life.
don't love that.
Stop it right now, Peregrine.
Don't love that
All right.
phrasing. I'll fiddle with them. We'll make sure they're good.
Nope. Okay. That's so. I'm your host Niko. You can find me being a giant Q-tip on the Waypoint Discord and not in your ear on Twitter at Corey D. Shaw. Special thanks to 2 Mellow for graciously allowing us to use his music. You can find the track Old Haunts and everything he does over at 2mellowmakes.bandcamp.com. If you missed any of our previous episodes, you can find them on my YouTube at bit.ly/Niko. I'm losing it. Niko YouTube. It's on the screen, whatever. We'll be off next week for E3, so catch the next episodes in 2 weeks right here on twitch.tv/Waypoint Community at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.